Riot just dropped a 10-minute video with a lot of information, which is linked in the description below, and this is genuinely the future of Valorant. We have details on how they're going to curb smurfing, we got replay system footage, new map footage, and they're porting the game to Unreal Engine 5 in July. We have a lot to go over, so let's get into it.
We've seen a lot of conversation over the last few months about abilities in Valorant, especially when multiple abilities overlap and start to overwhelm combat in some scenarios.
We're looking at situations where ability combos can sometimes feel overwhelming in combat, and we recognize that adding new agents with new abilities can increase these feelings. We're going to be using Valorant's 5th year to take more of a holistic look at the game, whether that be smokes, flashes, stuns, debuffs, you name it.
Clarity changes are typically a net positive and don't have any unintended effects on other agents and abilities, so we'll ship these when we're good to go.
Valorant is aware of ability overload, and they're going to look at tuning agents down. They're causing more ability overload, which means we might have a massive nerf at abilities in the future, but I feel like abilities is what makes Valorant unique as an FPS, but at the same time, you don't want to have overload, so there needs to be a balance, which is what I think Riot is seeking to do. Next, we have some map footage and details.
The map team cooked on this one. They've created something that aims to shake up how you think about taking and holding sites in Valorant. Each site is layered and complex, so that teams have to think pretty carefully about how you want to spend your utility to get onto site.
I think the idea is that it's going to be a map that changes a lot in how we play Valorant, and that the sites will be more complex, and I assume that a map reveal may come on the final day of VCT Masters Tokyo, which will be in the end of June, and by then we'll see if Riot cooked or not.
Most players are engaging with the new map for the first time in competitive already, and we want to better support learning the map in that competitive environment right away. And we know it's going to take reps before you're up to speed. So during that first patch cycle, which is 2 weeks, RR losses on the new map will be reduced by 50%. But don't worry, you'll still earn the full 100% when you win. We're excited to see how you learn and adapt to the layers of the new map. We want you to feel more comfortable jumping in, be able to learn as a community, and maybe dodge a bit less too.
Riot will be cutting losses of RR on the new map by 50% so that new players can adjust to the new map, which is something that Riot hasn't done before, so this is very interesting as well. It's free RR if you think about it, because losing half the RR by getting full RR is genuinely insane. If you lose one, win one, lose one, win one, you will rank up genuinely. And it's a pretty good incentive for us to learn the new map. The next thing they talked about is smurfing, which a lot of people have been waiting for, and this is what Riot has to say.
Next up, we're starting the conversation around a topic we've heard a lot about, smurfing. And that word is loaded. It's not a one-size-fits-all descriptor of the behavior that we see. Some players are dialed in for the night, and they're just performing well for their rank. Others are new or returning and in the process of ranking up. But some have deranked with the intent to stomp, or are playing at lower ranks on accounts that they didn't level themselves. And that's an issue, so here's what's coming. First, we're increasing the barrier to sharing accounts, starting with multi-factor authentication. Our plan is to require MFA, something like app or SMS verification, primarily for suspicious cases, and we're looking into it for all competitive accounts as well. Our goal here is to have more clarity and guardrails around who is playing on an account. We're planning to launch this year with more specific details to come. Second, we'll be adding an additional reporting category for players that are abusing matchmaking systems. This one's twofold. One, we want better data about when you think someone in the match was intentionally abusing the system with the intent to stomp on the opposing team. And two, players are currently using the cheating category to report this behavior, and that's making it more complicated for our anti-cheat efforts. Rank and matchmaking abuse is a complex space, and we want to hear your feedback now and as these features come online. This is a major step forward and just the start of more to come. Oh, and there's some overlap here with botted accounts. Just as a reminder, we've banned hundreds of thousands of these accounts to date. So if you have one of those accounts, expect that same fate.
They're adding a new report category so that their cheating category doesn't get cluttered with tons of smurf reports, and this means that Riot is looking to punish smurfs. And Riot also mentioned 2FA, two-factor authentication, which will be required for ranked accounts, which is huge. Obviously there's ways around it, but nevertheless it's a huge barrier for smurfing. We'll have to wait and see how effective this truly is in the long run.
Next up, I wanted to give an update about something we talked about earlier this year. We're adding more visibility into your behavior standing. Here's what we plan for it to look like. You can see any active warnings or penalties on your account, along with what penalties may be coming next if you don't shape up. This is also launching later this year. Our game is competitive, and sometimes you overheat. We're giving you more direct and visible information so that you can course correct more quickly, and so you understand when bans are on the table.
So you'll basically see if you're on the verge of a ban, and I think this is a really good quality of life change, because some of us may disconnect from a game due to bad internet or a bad PC, and then you'll know what consequences are coming next, if you have warnings or if you have bans. But this next part is the biggest, and I mean the biggest change of this video. Valorant is porting to Unreal Engine 5.
We've been building Valorant in Unreal 4 for over 10 years, and the time is right to upgrade to Unreal 5. Coming soon in patch 11.02 around the end of July. The patch on release day will be a significantly large download to change the engine out, so we really appreciate your patience. In the short term, we've gone to great lengths to make sure that the upgrade doesn't disrupt your gameplay, so the game's overall look, feel, and all your crazy lineups should still be similar. The patch will, however, come with changes that will improve frame rate performance, make patch downloads faster in the future, and there will also be a special gun buddy to commemorate the occasion for everybody that logs in while the 11.02 patch is still live. Over the long term, bringing Val onto Unreal 5 will enable a whole host of new possibilities, and we can't wait for you to see where we're going in the years ahead.
Better FPS and slight improvement to details. I think this change in July will be the biggest change yet. Finally, we have an update on the replay system. As most of you already know, we will be getting the replay system around VCT Champs in September, and we have more footage of that as you see here.
Okay, finally, let's talk about replays. Replays have been a long time coming, and we are happy to confirm that they'll be going live on PC with patch 11.06 in September, and coming to console a bit later this year. The launch version will enable you to analyze your recently played games on the live patch, starting with your competitive games, and we'll be looking into other modes over time. You'll be able to click through each player's perspective, you'll have a free-moving observer cam, and you'll have some other playback control tools as well. We really couldn't be more excited to get replays out to you all, and we're really looking forward to all the clips, edits, and analyses that you create with it. We'll be sharing more info as we get closer to release.
I think this looks great, and it looks like any other game's replay system. It kind of reminds me of Fortnite's, but you can spectate, switch between players, etc. I hope these changes all come out smoothly, and I hope this game gets better. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more.